How does one adequately describe the morning that I've had today? Is it even possible? I mean, if I could attempt to take a shot at it, I would say a coordinated attack against my sanity, maybe, would be a good way of maybe taking a stab at it. It'd be a start. Who came up with this? Whose idea was this? Anybody want to fess up? Who pitched this in the fucking mod Discord? And then who also seconded it? And then thirded it? And the other mods just let you get away with this? They said okay. They said this is fine and dandy and good. That I would wake up this morning, check my Discord, and say, damn, what is my Discord server doing in the wrong folder? It's not supposed to be down here. It got me. It got me very good. Okay? If you're wondering if you won, you did. I got so good. I dragged it all the way fucking up until I saw my actual Discord, and I had a fucking moment of absolute... My mind was like, what the fuck is happening? I didn't know what the fuck was happening. And then I figured it out. I'm like, these assholes. Okay? So yeah, you won, by the way. Alright? You're looking lovely. April Fools. Thanks, Daga. Okay? Look. It's not... this is, by the way, this is coming off of me watching the recent Incredi world record that just dropped. Yeah, I watched that. I thought he was done using my face in his streams. I thought he was done. I thought he had finished. I'm like, okay, I can just watch an Incredi world record without being fucking flashbanged by myself. But no, I can't even do that because now he has a whole new one. Thanks, Incredi, for that. I appreciate it. So I am just I'm being assaulted, mentally assaulted from all directions. I can't win. They're calling me old. You're doomed. You actually can't win that battle, Marcus. You just have to accept it. I've tried to fight it for years. You actually can't win. You just have to accept being old and then call them all children. That sucks. No. You have to turn it back on them. They're all children and they have no idea what they're talking about. You are the old one. I'm only 16. You just have to fight. You have to fight fire with fire. You can't win this. All right? Because I am old. And you cannot win that battle. Okay, we're going to play some REDBALL today. We're going to... I actually have so much to talk about. We have eons of things to talk about. This is what happens when I don't stream on the weekends. I just get so much content built up in my fucking brain of things that I need to discuss. Let me get myself together. Jam. I know there's a lot of old people around here, around these parts. It makes me feel more comfortable and at home in this community because I know there are other old people that are kind of, with me in this quest of being old, which is nice. I think that's great. Children suck. Let's game. Ugh. Bro, I actually need to take a break from work, by the way. My mind is getting fucked up. Work sucks. I was thinking about it, like, more seriously. Like, damn, work really, really sucks. Work mega sucks. They're calling me insane marks. Let's practice level 3, just for the fucking shits. Honestly, why not? Do I still got it? I mean, I haven't played REDBALL in almost like a week, so... Let me with the old folk yet? Oh, it's coming. Do I not got it? Is your goat washed? No, your goat's never washed. Okay, your goat might be washed. It's close. It's close. I have lung status. It happens. It's kind of base to have lung status if we're actually being for real. There are advantages that come with it, okay? They don't want you to know about improvement. You know, I keep telling myself that, actually. Because the thing is, I actually had like, I don't want to say I had an enjoyable weekend, but I had a productive weekend that I feel good about. I went home this weekend, if you don't know. That's why I didn't stream. It's because I was at home with my dear family. My parents are selling my childhood home, and so this is my last chance to fucking say goodbye to it and all that good stuff before it goes up on the fucking open market, where, you know, the people will get their hands on it. You know who will buy it? Probably some fucking tech guy who's starting a family and needs a house. That is actually like the exact demographic of people who will buy this house. But yeah, that was fun. I kind of ran a yard sale for them. Basically, I basically just did a ton of work for them. I ran a yard sale for them, which was, it was annoying, but it wasn't unfun. It was just kind of like slow sometimes, and so you just kind of sit there. I just sat there at the cash register, just like waiting for people. But for the most part, it was pretty easy. I made a cool $100 off it. Got some, you know, I got some kickback because, for all my hard work, so. The real, genuine secret, I promise you it's real. You have to have fun. That is true for most things, unfortunately. If you want to do anything like long term, there has to be some. I don't want to say fun because not everything that's worthwhile is fun. I think there just needs to be satisfaction. I think that's actually the most important part. I think fun is kind of overblown in terms of like doing stuff like short term, like instant gratification type shit. Like, yeah, it has to be fun for it to be instantly gratifying, yes. But for something like more long term that you want to do in a longer capacity for a longer period of time, there has to be some satisfaction you get from doing it. That's actually more important than I'd say fun, because half the time doing things that are worthwhile in this world are not fun. And you kind of just have to tank that. Yeah, because like the thing, I don't think fun is actually an accurate description, because like I said, most things that are worth doing in this world are not fun, unfortunately. And that's just the simple fact of, why can't I not hit this at all? Am I actually washed? I might actually be washed. Ladies and gentlemen, it's finally hit. I can't hit my second frame perfect. I hit it one time and then I can't hit it again. I'm hitting that first frame perfect. Finally, God. Nice. Fun, satisfaction, depression, burnout, enlightenment. Yeah, to a certain extent, I'd say. You're not entirely wrong about the burnout thing, because like there are cycles of burnout that happen with any, like, again, with anything that's decent in this world. You kind of it has to suck really bad sometimes for it to be worth doing. It's kind of the sad, brutal truth of the reality of the situation. What was the conversation? It actually turned very meta very quickly, which I was not expecting, but it kind of did happen. Look, I started off like kind of lambasting this community for fucking mentally assaulting me this morning as I stared at their Discord under the Grinch posting channel. Why does that exist? But after that, it kind of turned very meta very quickly. Lombre impersonator. Incredi, by the way, oh yeah, speaking of Incredi specifically, fuck you for using a new picture on your goddamn new world record, by the way. Can't you get a single world record without my fucking face on it? One time, bro? One time? I thought you were done using my face. I checked your streams, like, oh, he's not using my face anymore. How nice. What a nice change of pace. And then I check world record. I'm like, oh shit, new world record by the boy. I can't wait to see what happened. Well, server was. Well, it's not just that. It's not even that. The problem is not the usage of my face. The problem is, okay, the problem is the usage of my face in world records, because that might get turned into a YouTube video, and then I might get fucking like. Everybody thinks I'm a creature. That is a problem. But the bigger problem is changing the entire Discord server to make it look like my Discord server. That's actually the bigger problem. It's not Grinch posting. You can Grinch post to your heart's content. You are a creature? I'm not. To be fair, oh dude, to be fair, Incredi, you linked that fucking that fucking highlight of me from like 3 years ago. I'm like, damn, I was slim back then, bro. I was like looking at my facial dimensions, like, damn, I was kind of fucking fine as shit back then, bro. What am I now? I actually might be a creature. I had that exact thought at work. I'm like, fuck, bro. What I need help, bro. I need to slim down tremendously. Okay, I had that swimmer physique back in the day, bro. I was nice. So yeah, I did get mentally assaulted by the REDBALL community. What else did I want to talk about? I talked about this weekend, which was kind of just me at the yard sale. I checked last night. I thought I was dreaming for a second. I'm glad that you and I both had the same reaction. Because I hear it was a collaboration, a secret collaboration between Motor Jam and Norox. You know, two unemployed people just deciding to have fun at an employed person's expense is what I'd call it. But that happened. I don't know why it had to happen to me so quickly though. I guess the fact that I have 11 viewers is, you know, is a curse upon itself. But Noir's in school, unemployed. Thank you. My point. Last time I checked, you don't get paid to go to school. Norris, hashtag lazy. Real. Being a student is a job. It's so different. It's so different. It's crazy how different being a student and having a job is. It is so crazy how different the two are. Like, it's not even like night and day, because night and day at least like happen in a cycle. So they make sense. They bleed into each other, okay? School and job do not bleed into each other, okay? Working full-time is just a different fucking beast, bro. Pay to go to school? Well, okay. Some people are fucking gifted, okay? There was another thing that happened. Oh, yeah. You know what I did start doing? For all my anime fans out there, I don't know how many of them are here right now, but for all the anime fans out there, I started reading a new manga. Schoolwork, though? Yeah, yes and no. Because I think you're thinking about the bad parts of school. But when you take school as a whole, I think school is actually kind of preferable to a full-time job. Is it One Piece? It's not One Piece. It is, Jujutsu Kaisen. Recommended to me. L? Oh no. This guy likes One Piece. Tragedy. Yeah, the lads, somebody recommended Jujutsu Kaisen, and I'm not gonna lie, because, okay, here are the two mangas that I've read at least most of, okay? I've read most of Hunter x Hunter, and I've read most of One Punch Man, okay? I liked Hunter x Hunter. I thought it was very good. I did not like One Punch Man. I thought it was bad. Jujutsu Kaisen right now kind of falls in the middle. I don't know what to think about it. It's kind of just like, I hear so many people talking so good about it, and I don't see it. What's so goated about this? I don't understand the fucking, like, I am not, like, it's not bad, but it's not fucking great either. There's no, like, it's an L take. It's not an L take. One Punch Man is incredibly fucking shallow. It may be the most shallow fucking manga. It may be one of the more shallow stories I've read. It's very shallow. And it's frustrating because it is incredibly shallow. And it's very obviously shallow. Every day over uni? That's crazy. Falls off hard? Well, apparently it has an ending, which is good. I like that. Thank God. All these fucking fuck-ass animes never end. But I appreciate that. Learning is hard. You suck. Skill issue. Skill issue, kind of. Okay, don't tell me who the okay, don't leak anything. All right, don't leak. Don't leak. I will say, I feel like JJK has way more like it has way more potential, I think, than like a lot of other. I think that they're okay. So the problem with all like the shonen animes is that they all kind of follow the same general format. It feels like, you know, they all have the same general vibe to them. Okay, power systems, people fighting, long explanations. There's a reason why I don't watch anime. There's a reason I don't watch it as a TV show, because I think the TV shows, like manga, I don't think are very well adapted to TV at all. I think it's actually horrible to watch a fucking anime on TV because everybody gasses up these fucking fight scenes. They're like, oh my god, the fight scene was so good. It was not good, okay? Half of it was a fucking moving PNG with people explaining what the fuck just happened for like 2 minutes in a row. It's just moving PNGs and people fucking explaining what the fuck happened. There's no fighting going on. You think that's a fight scene? No, that's a fucking plot device. All right? Holy shit. That works so much better in a comic book format where you can read it. It works so much better there. All right? Zero story at some point. That's what most I think, because fights take fucking forever, dude. In all goddamn shonen animes, they take so fucking long, bro. Some of those Hunter x Hunter fights had me fucking grating my fucking teeth. Like, can we get to the goddamn juice, lads? Holy shit, can we get over it? Dude, it took for fucking ever, bro. Super huge difference. Well, no, you're not learning actively for 8 hours a day. I think that's the difference between school and work, is that work, you're actively engaged for 8 hours a day. With school, like, there are points where you have to be engaged for maybe 12 hours a day, but there are also points where you have to be engaged for like 3 hours a day. Okay, and so there's like a huge dichotomy in school where you do get a lot more time off, and you don't kind of realize that until time. All right, thank you. Yes. The ants is the only reason why I would tell anybody to read Hunter x Hunter. It's actually the most like generic thing ever. Like, yo, it gets good, and it does. The problem is it does get good. That's the worst part about Hunter x Hunter, because I have to use that line. It's like, it gets good. It starts off mid. It gets pretty bad during the fucking whatever, like, what was the game called? Like Treasure Island. It gets super bad, and then it gets super fucking goated. And it's like, damn, bro, you have to suffer through all that mid just to get to goated shit. That sucks. Greed Island was that. It was. Don't lie. Greed Island was dog shit. It was goofy as fuck. It did nothing. The super long fights, last few hours were nothing but fun. All right. Look, I'm not a huge fan of the super long fights. Okay. What I will say is that what did I want to say actually? I forgot. No. I'm not the biggest fan of, like, I think once you kind of read one shonen anime, it feels like you kind of read them all. That's what it feels like. Which is why I'm not super, like, invested in, like, reading anymore past, like, I'll probably finish JJK as long as I can keep going with it, but man, I have no desire to read any others, because it's like this, it's because, oh, dude, I don't understand why they have to insist on making their power systems so fucking complicated, dude. I want to rip my fucking hair out trying to understand this fucking power, dude. I don't understand this shit. There's absolutely no reason why you have to fucking make shit this complicated or explain it in this detail. And it sucks because I think the majority of the fight scenes are like, they're not, I don't feel good like watching them win. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like a lot of these fight scenes are kind of just won because of like some fucking, oh, hidden technique. I didn't do it before, but I'm revealing my hidden technique now, and now you can't beat it. Get ready to die, kiddo. And I'm like, that sucks. That's so fucking lame, dude. It's such a lame way to win a fight. It's like pull out the fucking secret butt out of the ass technique, and you just win for fucking free, dude. It is such a lame way to win a fight. Like, win a fight with your actual fucking intelligence or your skill or anything. Do anything meaningful with this fight win. It's always rated the highest. Okay, maybe I'll read that. I will not watch any anime. I will not watch. I think watching anime is, like I said, I don't think manga translates to the big screen very well at all. I think it's because the animators are super fucking underpaid, so a lot of the animation is very bare bones. It's not very engaging to watch. I think a lot of the animation is just bad, and that's not the animators' fault, because they're getting worked half to death to make these things. But I also think it's because the fight scenes are super overrated. People just see flashing colors and they're like, "Ooh, ooh." I've heard things about Berserk. I don't know if I want to touch it. I've heard a lot of things about Berserk. I've heard a lot of things about Berserk. I've heard a lot of things. I don't know if I want to touch it. I don't know if I can. I mean, I'm sure it's goated, but I don't know if I got that dog in me. As perfect pacing. Hey, like I said, I don't have any fucking beef with the manga itself. I think that the way that they do the fights is best. They basically make they do the best they can with the comic book fight scenes. I don't hate it. I think the way that they do the fight scenes is not bad in the manga format. I just think the way that they translate it to TV makes it fucking unbearable to watch. The fight scenes, especially the fight scenes. I don't understand it, but maybe one day I'll watch like a really good anime and I'll understand it, but maybe I just need to read a different style of anime, because I kind of have only read like the shonen stuff. Oh, you know what? Oh, you know what fucking books I used to read? Back in like middle school, bro. This is actually the goated anime, by the way. You guys have no idea. Fucking Chibi Sweet Home, bro. Chibi Sweet Home is actually the goat anime, and nobody wants to talk about that shit. Nice. Let me... Oh, it's Cheese Sweet Home. That's what it's called, not Chibi. Cheese Sweet Home. Yeah, that shit. Actually top tier anime. Cheese Sweet Home, top tier anime, bro. Goated. You're welcome. Cheese Sweet Home that's actually peak and people don't want to talk about it. But yeah, whatever. Anime and manga in general. I think it is like every. I think the problem, just like anime slice of my mind. I read all the books when I was a kid. No, but when I think for a very long time, because I was not like a consumer of anime or manga or anything like that, and I think for a long time I kind of like. I held it up in my head as like this because so many people were so into it, and I'm like, clearly it must be some higher fucking form of fucking storytelling or something. Like I had this idea in my head of like what anime was, and as it turns out, it is like every other fucking story medium. It is not special. It just has a bunch of very rabid fans. That's all. That's the only difference. Okay. It is the same as like superhero comics, except it's just like superhero comics are just the Western flavor of like shonen anime stuff. That's all it is. There is no difference. So yeah, that is my end take. You haven't engaged in One Piece. Why does it there's no way One Piece is good for like however long it's gone on, like what, 1,000 chapters? I don't fucking believe that it's been good for that long. There has to be some times where it's absolutely fucking dog shit. I don't believe it's peak. I don't fucking believe it, dude. I don't know. Every time I see like those like reaction images of like Nami in episode 1, Nami in episode fucking 600. And it's just Nami looking regular and then Nami with fucking gigantic fucking tits. Like, I don't know, brother. I don't know. It just feels, you know, Feels a little shallow. It does feel a little shallow. That's all I'm saying. Alright, I don't know. I don't want to get into it. I'm sure it does. Look. They're probably use like a level of fan service to it though. I always felt a little bit uncomfortable because like even like the animes you don't think have fan service, they have fucking like these weird sexual elements that are like, it's not, I don't even think it's necessarily bad to have sexual elements. It just feels like weird. I don't know like what about it is weird. Like, but there's like some parts like one, like that's what, I don't know. Like not even like the pervert characters because those will exist and I'm not like super concerned, but like there's some shit that's like, why do I have to watch like episode 1 of fucking the author's barely disguised fetish, bro? I don't want to read this shit. Okay? Like for example, dude, I was reading, I don't know, whatever chapter it was. In fucking JJK, there was like one fucking monster that was literally just like a male stripper. That was the entire curse. He's just like some dude who was dressed up as a male fucking stripper. And I'm like, what? Like, I don't know if this is homophobic or you're just secretly fucking gay, my guy. I don't know what it is. Or maybe outwardly gay. I don't know. I didn't know what to think. Like, it just was such a weird fucking design decision. It's just like this clearly, overtly sexual thing. Like, it just feels so out of place in everything that was going on. So, I don't know. I don't like the like if there is sexualness for a purpose, I think that is fine and justified. But I think my problem is when there's sexuality for like no apparent justification. Just it's there for the fucking for shits and giggles. And it's like, so like what's the point at that point, right? Probably why you don't really like shonen. I don't know if that's the no, I didn't. Okay, first of all, I didn't say I don't like shonen. I think there are redeeming elements to the fucking medium. Okay, like I said, Chimera Ant arc is peak. You're welcome. But it's just like there are too many parts of it that kind of just throw me for a loop. That feels like you shouldn't be here. That's my problem with shonen anime. There are too many parts that like you shouldn't be here. It's mostly the overcomplicating power scaling, which is probably the biggest point for me. Actually, the two biggest points: overcomplicated power systems and super power scaly battles. Also, every protagonist is the fucking same. Okay? Or at least the two that I've read. Okay? The HXH protagonist, what's his name? Gon? And the JJK protagonist, what's his name? Yuki? Whatever the fuck his name is. Yukidor, they are the same fucking person. They are the same person. They are the same person. Okay? They're the same person. I'm going to say it right now. It's really fucking crazy. Hunter x Hunter? Yeah. But it's still like mega overcomplicated. Actually, the reason why I stopped reading HXH is because the power system for the power system got so fucking stupid. To a very, very frustrating extent. Where, because, like, dude, they were in that giant fuck-ass ship, and they were just fucking, in every single fucking page, I needed a goddamn 3 fucking paragraph explanation on how this random one-off side character's fucking powers work. In fucking morbid detail. Dude, please, shut the fuck up. I don't need to know this shit. I don't care. Bro, make your powers easier to fucking understand, dude. Holy fucking Christ. Dude, I do not want to read fucking Dialogue Machine, bro. I want to read the goddamn story. Dude, oh my god, I actually, like, I could not get my, like, at that point, I literally could not get myself to read it. I was like, I am so unfucking interested in anything that's happening. You had an interesting storyline, and you fucking threw it away by making everything 10 times fucking more complicated than it needed to be. Fuck! Ah, oh, it's so annoying, dude. Just stop. Just stop being that way. I'm just a mega glazer. That's fine. At least you admit it, okay? I don't have beef with people glazing. I have people glazing and not admitting that they're glazing. Just tell me that you're fucking glazing, and I'll respect you 10 times more for it. It's like, well, no, it's like, no, no, they're not the same character because they act the same, or they fucking, no, but their motive, like they are the clear, like, archetype of, like, very super talented kid that is very immature and young and optimistic and all that shit. Like, that is, like, they're the same archetype of character. Okay? So every time I read them, it feels like, oh, damn, oh my god, is that Gon doing some really fucking dumb shit? Damn, that's crazy. It's like Yuki would do the exact same thing, dude. That's crazy. That's all it is, bro. It's just like, maybe I'm just sick of my fucking protagonist doing dumb shit all the fucking time. Maybe that's actually what's fucking making me mad. Is that I'm tired of the fucking main character doing some fucking pants on head dumb shit. I'm so sick of that, bro. Like, please, just act fucking normal for once. I know, but so, like shonen anime feels super fucking, like, tropey to the point of, like, okay, again, I haven't read a lot of shonen anime, so I can't say it for everything. It feels like a lot, like, maybe the problem is that JJK and, like, Hunter x Hunter are, like, the same, are, like, very similar. Maybe that's the problem, is that they're just very similar, so I've been baited by those two, but well, yeah, of course. But I will say, One Punch Man was not similar at all, but it was worse. So that's not, like, saying much. It's like, oh man, it's very, I guess it's different. That's a plus, I guess, but it was just worse in every fucking way. Luffy is the oh god, I have so much, I only have so much tolerance for stupid main characters. Maybe it's because I'm a dark, twisted man, but I don't know. I cannot take, like, dumb main characters. They're very annoying to me. I have to read them, like, I don't want to read, because it's like, bro, just be smart. Just, like, use your critical thinking abilities for one fucking second, dude. One fucking second, dude. Oh my god. Maybe that's just the way I am, because, like, I do not rush into things. I like to think things over. I like to have plans. I like to have contingency plans. I am not one to rush into random shit for no fucking reason. So maybe it's just that my rational brain sees these fucking characters going around doing the most pants on head shit, and I'm like, I just want to end it. Pre-layered. Well, if he, like, I get, like, yeah, you can grow, but it's like, I want you to grow into not being dumb. Is that possible? I want you to grow into not being a stupid motherfucker. I'm not reading One Piece. You can spoil as much as you want. I will not read One Piece. You will not get me to read One Piece. I will not be fooled. I will not be fooled. One Piece is like the League of Legends of stories. Okay? I don't care how good it is. I'm not playing it. I've had too many good people in my life become insufferable assholes from fucking One Piece. Okay? Too many good men have been lost. You fucking One Piece fans are so insufferable, dude. I actually can't stand you people. You people are the worst. And the worst part is, like, there's this feeling in the back of my head is like, maybe they're right. maybe it is actually fucking goated. And the reason why every time we talk about like storytelling and stories, they're always like One Piece, and I'm like, it is because it's goated, and I don't want that to be true. In my heart of hearts, I want One Piece to be bad. I want it to be bad so then all you fuckers are wrong. But I'm worried it'll be peak, which is honestly the reason why I'm not reading. Because if it is peak, then I'll have to bite my tongue. And there's nothing worse, okay? Here's the thing about Sheep003, okay? I'm a fighter. To a fault, I'm a fighter. Alright? I can be dissuaded, I can be convinced, but in the moment, I will not be convinced in the moment of things, okay? If you think you're going to convince me in one conversation or one argument about something, you're not going to win that battle, okay? I will fight. POV it's not worth. I don't think so. I think you're acting like I can't be impartial. I can absolutely be impartial. Okay, even with things that I hate. Okay? I can absolutely be impartial. Okay? I was a hater of fucking onions for years and years and years. And then I ate an onion. I'm like, shit, it's kind of nice. Okay? I can be impartial towards things that I hate. It's just that the outside factor is I would like it to swing one way, but I'm not going to deny it if it's good the other way, okay? I would never lie. I think that's what you're wanting. Like would I lie to myself into convincing something is bad even though it is good? No, I would not do that. Because if there's one thing that I am, it is honest. And it is, I cannot hide my emotions. I've tried. Dude, I don't know how long I've had this. In my fucking life, I've had this a mental image of myself of like this stoic fucking badass guy that's kind of just nonchalant and chill, and he can just like fucking be chill at any moment. I can't. I've realized that as I've grown older. I am just somebody, I wear my heart on my sleeve. To a fault, I do. I cannot hide that, okay? If I fucking don't like you, you're gonna find out. At some point, you're gonna find out. Because I cannot hide that shit. Alright? Same thing with, like, liking and disliking something. Like, I can pretend for so long, but I cannot pretend forever. I might be a top 10 chalant person of all time. It's simply the way that I fucking live. I cannot help it. Like, if you ever see me, like, laugh really hard or get really embarrassed, dude, it's actually the worst. My cheeks get so fucking red, dude. Whenever I'm, like, embarrassed or I'm happy or, like, something happened, like, my cheeks will fucking light up like a goddamn fucking sponge, dude. Like a sponge? Like a goddamn police car, dude. I cannot help it. I've tried to hide this shit, but I cannot do it. My face betrays me. Not to mention, like, every time I smile, you can see, like, my face scrunches up, okay? It's very easy to tell what emotions I have on my face. I have a very expressive face. I was born with it, alright? I must suffer through it. Do I make it? I think I make it. Fuck. That's very annoying that I don't make that, actually. Because I probably would have made it if I had a little bit more momentum. Damn, level 9 is like... I've started to divide levels in my head into, like, different parts. It's like, they're either, like... It's either frame perfect hell, or it's just, like, movement hell. It's like one or the other, dude. Like, see, like, that'll get me there. But it doesn't make me feel good when I get that. When I get that kind of a bounce, like, yeah, it gets me there, but it doesn't make me feel good. See, this is better. This makes me feel good. That's fine. I can accept that. Setting up for the plunger? I guess. Maybe I am setting up for it weird, but... Level 7 is just, like, a movement hell level for me. Like, that... The first initial jump is, like... It's not... It's not that hard. This actually might be the easiest frame perfect in the entire run. Loki. That end part is like actually the hard part of level 7. That's what they don't tell you about in level 7. They make it sound like this part is the hard part. Like this and boxes, like this is the hard part. No. Those get consistent. It's that end part. It's the end run. That's the actual hard part. See, they lie to you. It's a trick that they play. Like, oh, play level 7. It's not that hard. No, once you understand like how the left press works, once you understand how boxes generally work, like you get generally consistent at those. This part is fucked in every fucking every computation I've ran on level 7. The ending is always fucked. You can't win. Sometimes you get that one box who just is intent on ruining your day. And why, you ask? The boxes are kind of like the car, where every time I've seen every possible, you know, iteration of the car, it shows me some other new BS, and I'm like, okay, well, what am I supposed to do with that? At least with boxes, it feels like I've built like a little bit of a mental model of like how to do it, you know? It's not perfect, but generally if I do these inputs at similar times, in similar ways, in similar situations, I'll get similar results. With the car, you just have to suffer. And there's no point in trying to win because you will die. I was going, okay, I just need to be able to mentally read my speed. How fast am I actually going? See, I'm going to be going fast. And I decided to try to go for the long jump. Hell no. You think I watch REDBALL content? Ridiculous. Maybe I should watch. Like, I do very much have a case of, like, if it's not broke, don't fix it mentality. Where if I do something and it's like, I don't know, if it worked like the first time I did it, I'll just keep doing it that way to a fault. We'll pull up speedrun.com. Valid? No, it's not valid. It's actually not good. It's generally like it's a good mentality to have if you're trying to, like, I don't know, work at a fucking top Fortune 500 company. But we're speedrunning here, okay? We're kind of flying by the seat of our pants. If you don't buffer or jump for the end. But I need to buffer my jumps or else I won't hit it. Let's look at, probably not Muck's run, because he probably uses that crazy technique. The crazy level 7. Oh, okay. Yeah, probably. All these motherfuckers are using the crazy times, bro. I'm like, what the hell? Shit is really crazy out here. What's happening? They are using the crazy strategies. Rare EG. You want me to watch Rare EG's run? Isn't that shit like ancient though? Alright, this is by a guy called Simi. Let's see what's going on with Simi. What's Simi doing? Who is this man? Alright, he's gonna go up. Kind of a weird way. Oh, he's got a terrible boxes. Like, he's like me for real. Okay, he's gonna get a nice jump though. Roll off, jump at the flag. He's gonna wait, jump, hold. He actually just fucking slows it, dude. Simi just says, fuck it, fuck the speed. He just slows, he holds left. He says, fuck it, and holds left. Kind of goated, actually. He does not care. Oh, there's a Rare EG's run. This is Rary G's run. This is Jonathan Rare with his fucking hair. Alright, here he is. He's finished level 6. Let's see level 7. He's going to jump. He's going to go left, and then he's going to hit that. What's he going to get on boxes? What the awful boxes. Damn, they just take it so slow. They take it so slow. That feels very unsatisfying. There is no secret sauce. Just go slow, dumbass. Or I could just do that. Fuck! Okay, fine. I will hold left then. How much time do I... If I just hold left, is it that bad if I just fucking lose time? Like, is it actually bad if I just hold left for a little bit, I go a little bit slower? Is that gonna cost me the goddamn sub 3, dude? I don't know how tight I have to be. Cause like, I feel like I've already like committed to losing time, like, through like the first part of the run. Like, I feel like through level 6, if I'm not a second down, then it's like a second down is like pretty good for me through level 6. I feel like I have to save time on like level 7, level 8. Maybe I'm just split maxing. Like just doing that, right? Is that much slower? Would that kill my fucking run? I can't, like what? That's like a half a second of time lost there. Like just that. Or like a little bit of that. Okay, let's see. Jonathan EG. Going for level... Damn. Slow as fuck 6, by the way. Awful 6. You should feel terrible about your awful 6, the rare EG. No, I'm lying. Strategies and whatnot. Alright, here's his level set. He's going to go up. He's going to hit the top boxes. Oh, beautiful boxes. I've gotten that exact pattern, I feel. He's going to roll down. Pop it. Wait, pop it, pop it. Does he just fucking hold? How does his... I feel like his red ball... I feel like my red ball fucking jitters more on the ground. He just jumps light. Right, I'm gonna try that. I feel like that can't possibly be consistent. Yeah, that's what it feels like. It feels like... awful. See, but then I don't go fast enough to get the fucking fast. Bro, if I just slow down on the goddamn... I feel like I'm overcomplicating something. Like, I feel like I'm overcomplicating the sauce way too much. Am I overcomplicating the sauce? Or is it just a skill issue? Have you played Showdown? I don't play Showdown in my free time, Miras. So the answer is no. I wasn't gonna make it. Maybe I was? Maybe I should have just committed. Why? What's happening on Showdown? I heard that there was a new regulation for fucking VGC. New reg dropped. Damn. Should I be having thoughts on this new regulation? I mean, I don't play comp Pokemon, so I can only consume it through the medium of Wolfie VGC videos, so. Oh. That's nice. Unfortunately, I am kind of like, there were no April Fools at work because we work in the fucking news. and if anybody tried to pull an April Fools, the other person would just actually have an aneurysm. Actually, I'm in an anti-April Fool's workplace because if anybody tries it, there will be... like, it's actually a fucking problem. You can't pull an April Fool's and then, like, 3 minutes later, like, go, hey, because, like, that's how long we have to do shit, by the way, okay? Like, we have a 3-minute commercial break to do something. You know, so doing an April Fool's is like there's just no time for an April Fool's. Trump going back on tariffs? I don't know. Knowing Trump, it's not a ridiculous thing to say, so. Don't count your ducks until they turn into ducks. What the fuck? No jump? Before they don't count your chickens before they quack. Don't count your ducks before they turn into older ducks. One of them might die to the flu. Got my op stuck in way my bird flew. It's relatively precise on the second jump. It makes the first jump really consistent, but it makes the second jump a little bit of a bitch. But honestly, I'm kind of okay with that. Because I was having problems. Well, okay, sorry. The first jump, it makes the first jump super easy. So this is the first jump. The first jump is easy. The second jump is also easy. But it's this third jump that, like, that right there, you're not making it. So it makes the third jump a bit of a bitch. But I think I prefer it that way as compared to the second jump being a bitch, you know what I'm saying? And then sometimes that happens, which is... I guess that's just a speed issue, you know? Get better at looking at speed. Again, just a skill issue at that point. Like that right there? What? How? I don't... Okay, dog. Okay, dude. Okay, dude, what the freak? And this makes it? Fuck, I don't know. Who knows? Top 5 wokest people at my work. I don't even know. Bro, I do not even know. I'm in an industry where talking about fucking... I don't know. It's like... It's not really a place that you share your fucking opinions, you know? Or at least you don't share them in any, like, serious capacity. Like, we work for the fucking news. We're supposed to be impartial and bipartisan. That is kind of our job. So it becomes a lot more difficult to be like, you know, talking all that about what not in politics and shit, because, like, I don't know, it's the fucking news. We cover all sides. So maybe that's just like all workplaces, but like especially in a workplace where it's like politics is kind of semi my job to deal with political stuff, like they are actually. That's where you're wrong. Most, like, there are laws in place about like equal coverage. Look. The thing with the news shows, especially, like, the news articles, if you read the news, that shit is 100%, like, unbiased. Or at least about as unbiased as you can fucking get. With humans, right? Watching news shows, the problem with news shows is that news shows bleed viewers like nobody's business. And so, how do you take away people from... How do you recover a fucking news show that bleeds viewers because nobody watches local news or news on the TV in general? Like, that's... Like, how do you recover? Well, you turn it into an entertainment product. And that's what the news is. That's what the modern day news is. It's an entertainment product. That's why stuff like Fox News, like the national brand of Fox News, is as popular as it is. Because it is not a news show. It is an entertainment product that incorporates news into the entertainment. The job is primarily entertainment. That's why you get so many of like these talk shows with like the comically conservative talk show hosts, right? It's because that's what pulls viewers. Nobody cares about unbiased news. The secret is that nobody actually likes unbiased news. It doesn't sell. Being an unbiased journalist is maybe the worst profession you can get into because you will make no money. We all pretend like we like unbiased news. Until the unbiased news doesn't support our narrative. And then we don't like unbiased news. It's not because reality is biased. It's just because people don't like... People like bias. That's the secret. People just like it. We like it when we are affirmed. When we are the smart ones in the room. Politics sucks. Welcome to fucking modern day. People like grapes? It's so true, dude. Bro, I had some really good grapes. You ever have like the kind of like green grapes that are like crunchy and sweet and like you can't stop eating them, bro? Oh my god, grapes are fucking like I think grapes, really good grapes are like the best fruit ever. That's what I'll say. Really good grapes are the best fruit. Like grapes have the highest ceiling of any fruit. But it's just hard to get there. But when you get really high ceiling grapes, that shit hits like a fucking crack, brother. You hate berries are good. Cotton candy grapes? I don't know. Berry waffle? What the fuck does that mean? I'm talking about fruit in their, like, just eating straight fruit. Raw fruit, dog. No dick, no balls, raw. What is goated? And I'm gonna say grapes, I think they have the highest ceiling. I'm not saying that they're the best fruit. Because rarely do grapes ever meet their ceiling. Didn't Steve Kerr name his kid Nick? I think that's true, actually. Oh yeah, he did name his son Nick. He has two sons, Nick and Matthew. Steve Kerr, the American basketball coach, named one of his sons Nick. That's really funny. I didn't know that was real. I thought it was a joke. I saw it before. I'm like, there's no way that's real. It was real, actually. That's really crazy. Yeah, but like I was saying, politics sucks. People like biased noobs, and people like biased noobs news, and grapes have the highest skill ceiling. Any more hot takes I need to fucking throw out? Noob. You got another? Bro, you should see, just read my comment section for the last video I uploaded. Duh! A classic. Everybody knows that's just how the car works. Clearly, it shows that you've never seen the car. That's how it works every time. I'm just gonna let go of jump better. I'm not letting go of jump good, and I'm going too high. Like that? That's a good let go. No! Stupid windshield. I think I have to be able to pivot, I think. When I don't get a good bounce off the jump, I feel like I need to be able to pivot better. That's just a skill issue. Like, when I see that high jump, I just need to have the reaction time to just fucking hold. Damn, even that don't work. I held all the way. Maybe level 8 is not consistent. And I'm a coat magnet, actually. My entire level 8 is just coat. I'm like, oh, this was easy. But it wasn't, actually. Before the second jump. Feels unnecessarily precise. I'm releasing over the last bump, by the way. So you must be talking about a different cloud. Yeah, you must be bullshitting, my brother. Go, good luck. You can just say be better, brother. I had it there. It's actually a lot weirder than I give it credit for, because it feels like it's actually not super dependent on how long I hold W on that second jump. I like the tab jump a lot. It feels like even when I'm like, I don't know if I'm tapping or not. That was close. Finally a car that makes sense. That was actually the most sensible car I've gotten in a very long time, I feel. If I just slowed down more, that was like, I would have gotten it. I will say releasing has been very good. It's made, it feels, it's made the jump at least a little bit more consistent. Now I just need to incorporate the good left tap into it. Like, that's a good height, I feel like. I should be able to make that. Because I can't recover live solidify. Have fun? Damn, okay. Have fun, chief. Just need better left tap. Yeah, it's just, we're at the point where it feels like you're not making progress, you know what I'm saying? It feels like you're just bashing your head into a wall over and over again. It's like, damn. But I think that's like kind of what ends up happening. It's kind of just the nature of the fucking beast, unfortunately. With all improvement, there's always like slopes. Improvement is not a linear line. It's a very much a jagged fucking cliff of like bullshit. Because even though you are getting better, it doesn't feel like it. Like, it actually feels like I've just gotten worse at level 8. Holistically, it feels like I've gotten worse at level 8, but I know that's not true. Damn, I just need to hold left sooner. Dude, it's so hard. The reason why the second jump sucks is because you have to be managing your momentum at the same time. It's a very, like, it's not a segmented action. And so I'm so focused on getting the jump that I left press super hard and I get super fucked up. My car did a little wiggle. Somehow my cars have been amazing today. What inspired this? my car said, fuck you, have a nice day, so... What do you want me to do with that, huh? Fuck myself and have a nice day? Come on, what are we, ridiculous? Level 10 and level 11, the creatures of the goddamn run. Somehow I can't get this frame perfect jump for whatever reason. I don't know why it's this one that sucks. As with the level 7 one, I feel like I get that shit like 50%. This one feels a lot more like 30. I'll get the second. Gotta hold. I keep forgetting that I gotta like hold there. See, it's just I get the fake frame perfect. That works. The key on that back half is just to slow down. Because I don't know if I would have been able to find a way to make it consistent if I wanted to bounce off the rock. Like I see in like all the really good runs. I don't think I wouldn't have gotten that dog in me. That is... Why do I always tap so late? See, and then you'll just get like fucking oof. You'll just get shit like that sometimes. Level 10 is not the consistency king that they made it out to seem. Level 10 is actually a real bitch and a half. And it feels like it shouldn't be, but it is. And you kind of just have to live with that. That level 10 actually sucks. That's the worst part about level 10, is that it feels like it should suck. Because the first part is so fucking... The first part is so nice. And then you get to this part and you're like, well, it's one frame perfect and it's on a bounce pad. How hard could it be? And then you get to this part and you get shit like that, dude. And you're like, fuck. You want to pull your hair out. And then you realize that, like, the frame perfect is just, like, hard for no fucking reason. And that this entire level is just a lie. Designed to fucking put you into a false sense of security. Level 10 scares me. Because I'm scared I'm going to get here. Sub 3 pace. And I'm not going to hit that frame perfect. First try. I'm going to miss the frame perfect. and then I'll get it on the second, and then I'll just get a fucking shitty. I'll get a shitty bounce on the slope. These are my nightmares. Like, not even level 11 scares me like this. At least I know what level 11's tricks are. Level 11 has nothing to hide from me. Level 10 does. I think the thing that sucks is that it feels like I don't quite understand level 10 like I do some of the other levels. I'm not afraid of level 6, because even though level 6 sucks, I understand it. Like,
I just got the whole dick.
it also sucks for resets, because you can't reset back to the second checkpoint easily. What's the way? How do you reset to like a specific checkpoint? What I should do? Oh no, but setting a save state is so fucking annoying. There's no easy way. Thanks for the follow. It's Maximum. What's up, dog? It's Jonathan Maximum, everybody. Pleasure seeing you around, my friend. I got flashbanged by the fucking name, bro. Like, damn, okay. Thanks for the follow, Chief. I know how to set the frame state. I just don't like it because reloading the save state is actually, like, physically the most annoying possible button combination ever. Like, why does saving the save state have to be the one, and then reloading it has to be shift 1? Why couldn't it just be the opposite way? It feels like it'd be so much easier that way. I could be crazy. I hate level 10, by the way. Also, I just need, like, I need fast excel. Save. I don't know how to change it. This is how it was taught to me. I'm a fucking... We gonna make it happen, Maximum. Alright. We will make it happen. It will not be easy and it will not be without challenge, but it will happen. Just give me a good... No, okay. There's just no joy. I have no joy in level 10. Level 10 sucks. I hate it. Fine, let's play level 11. The much better of the two, yes. Level 11. Now this is a good level. Now, if there's one thing I'll say about level 11, this is where everybody has fun. That's got to be wrong. This might be right, actually. That can't be right. No. No? It's so hard to I had an idea and then I didn't play REDBALL for like a week. And now I have no idea. I actually just have to... The worst part is that you don't know, like, which frame perfect you fucked up. Like, not even, like the first 2 frame perfects, it's just, like, it's a guessing game. Like, you have no idea. But this frame perfect, it's, like... That was not it. I might have been 1 frame off somewhere. Just because I get on top of the rails does not mean I've hit it. It means I'm 1 frame off of the second jump. It means I hit the first part and I was like 1 frame off on the second part. There's so many different ways for this to go wrong. And when you're in the actual heat of a run, it's so hard to tell which part you fucked up. I don't. No, I'm okay, dog. I don't know how to do first frame acceleration. That feels like it should be it, but I think it's actually a bait. I don't know if I don't know which jump I fucked up there. I feel like that should have been it. This also feels like it's it, but I think that's also bait. No, because what I'm waiting for is there's a very specific tell that I use. Yeah, there it is. It's like it's the fucking, it's this, like, okay, pause. Here's my mouse. I'm looking for, like, so it should be this connects and then this connects and this should do a little, like, the tiniest little kip up. If this connects, then this connects and then this does like a little like bump. That's how I know I've hit. And then it's just the second jump. And then after that, like, if I, like, is that correct? Because that's what, like, I'm going to just confirm it. Pull up the goddamn script. Because that feels like it should be correct. I could be dude, I could be baiting myself on on some crazy shit. Imagine I am. Okay. Yes, okay, I'm correct. My first tell is correct. Well, it doesn't really count. Also, fuck that. All I can control is the first frame perfect. If the second frame perfect wants to give it to me, then it will. I feel like I'm hitting the first frame perfect way more. Maybe I'm also hitting the jump way more. Oh! I should have just held. I should have just held. Alright, hold on. Turn off the overlay. I've committed. I know what I feel like. I need to just practice more without the overlay. That's the secret. Are you listening to? Some fucking little future funk shit. That's not it. Just some vibe music. Is it too loud? You want me to turn it down? Caravan Palace. Ah, that's my favorite band. My favorite artist of all time. You're in the right place if you like Caravan Palace. I think this might be a bait, but it could also just be straight up right on. Oh, it was early. Palace, yeah. I like their latest album. What's your favorite album? Favorite Caravan Place album? Oh, that's it. Fuck! What do you mean? Bro, I guess I missed the jump by a frame. I don't listen to the albums? What the fuck do you listen to? What, do you just listen to fucking Lone Digger and you're like, oh, that's a good band? Bro, I've listened to every single Caravan Place song multiple times. I'm a fan. I'm a fan, bro. I've listened to every fucking song, bro. Don't talk to me on some. Don't talk to me on no fake fan shit, okay? Sheep03 calls that shit out every day of the week. I know. Not my favorite. What's your favorite? I'll judge you. I will judge you based on your favorite Caravan Place song. No. That's it. Hold on. Cooked? Fuck! Mirrors. Let me remember how this song sounds. Pause the track. Oh, this song? This song's vibey. Can this fucking train shut its fucking mouth, dude? This song's okay. I'm not a huge... My favorite song from that album... From that album specifically, from Gangbusters Melody Club, is this song. But this is like some deep cut shit. You have to be a freak to like this kind of shit. It's a lot less accessible, I'd say. They're more like swingy shit. Or maybe something like this. The other song that I like from that album a lot is this one. But this is like some even more freaky shit. Yeah, like I said, like I said, I go deep. When do they talk? It's today. Somebody finally asking the fucking real questions. Thank God, bro. What would I do without you, bro? Really keeping us on task here. This is it. Do I get a jump? Oh. Too early. Oh, I think that was frame perfect too. I was just early. I think I fucked it up here. That's it. This is 100% it. Oh, too late. Or I think my jump was one frame too late. This is not it. I think this is actually one frame off. Dude, just give me a fucking one frame window, bro. If this strategy had a one frame window, I'd actually be a fucking... No. Fuck. Dude, will I hit this strategy without the goddamn help of the goddamn clock that tells me what's good and what's bad? Without the frame perfect count? Will I ever... Like, I've hit it before, like, once. I just can't hit it without it, dude. Am I a fucking slave to the goddamn... I don't know, dude. This fucking level sucks. No. That's not it though, because I didn't do the kip up, right? I actually need like a fucking score sheet on like what's good, what's bad. On like every time I call it out. No. Is Sheepo 3 making good resets? No. I don't know. I think it was too early. This can't be it because like the back train did the kip up, not the front train. The passenger car needs to do the little kip. Because whenever the cart, like whenever the holder cart does the kip, that's bad. I'm actually just gonna I need to confirm on this. Hold on. Pull up the goddamn RT. Pull up the string. Shut up. Okay, let's see. Okay, well, that was just... Yeah. Yeah, okay. If it does the overbite, that's bad. But when it does the underbite, it needs to underbite. And then somehow I just get the second jump fucking perfectly. Oh my god, just kill me, dude. This is what I was looking for. Oh, it's a bait, dude. That's such a good bait. That's why I felt like I was missing it so much. Because it's actually, dude, when you get the first frame perfect, but the second frame perfect is one off, it's actually the biggest fucking bait, dude. How do you even tell the difference? I don't know if there is a way. Dude, there's just no... How do you tell apart the bait from the not bait? Hello, the skill issue. What is your name? The skill issue... Huge... The skill issue at huge rooms. Yeah, that's a horrific name. How can I tell apart? I actually need to just... Dude, I can make such a goated guide for teaching people how to grind for sub 3 in this game. It'd actually be unbelievable how goated my guide would be at teaching people how to sub 3 this game. Bro. Yeah, there's just no way to tell, dude. This is the bait. Okay, no, there is a way to tell. There is a way to tell. It's about speed. When I get it perfectly... No, it's a bait. You actually just can't win. It compresses slightly slower. It is bait, bro. It's just hard to tell. That's why it's bait. Because it's not like a direct, like... It's more like a vibe. More than like a direct, like, science. Like, it's very... Like when you don't get the first frame perfect, it's very easy to tell when, like, you fucked it up. Let's see if I can just hit it without... One time, I just want to hit it without having to see it. No. It needs to underbite. Underbite is necessary. That's just not it. No. That's overbite. That's overbite. That's too fast. This is actually bait, I think. The jump key didn't let me jump, so. That was bait, though. No. No. No, it's just my keyboard. I was like tabbed out or something. Oh? It's kind of nice. Underbite. I think that was it. That's overbite. Is that overbite? No, that is overbite. There's no way. That's underbite. Too early on the jump, though. Nope. No. This is not it, but I'm gonna keep going anyway, because fuck it. I just want to feel good. It's not it, but fuck it, dude. I feel like this is also bait. You reset a good one? Yeah. I hate this. This game is no fun, dude. Who the fuck signed me up for this? I don't even know if I fucked up any of the frame perfects. That's gotta be bad. Big Muck Muck, if you could just fucking... If you could, like, cut out a fucking section of my stream where I'm just... You know what? I'll tell you what. I just need something to test myself on. Like, am I actually calling out good? This is good. This has to be good. Okay, that had to be a fucking second jump problem, because that was fucking perfect, dude. That had to be a, like, I was 1 frame late on the goddamn... That was 1 frame late on the second jump, dude. I'll tell you. Alright, I'll do that. I gotta stream on the Discord, though. Alright, I will actually do that. I'm gonna... Save me, Big Muck Muck. You're my only hope. Save me, Big Muck Muck. You're my only hope. I have it streamed. Looked... Yeah, just say, you can just say fucking good or bad, and I can intuit it from there. Is that good? That was... Nope. Is that bad? That's good? That was bait. No, that's bad. That was good. Such a skill issue, dude. That was good. No? Too fast? Nature of the game, I guess. No. That has to be it. Oh, let's go. Don't fuck up the end. I fucked up the end. Oh, I thought I fucked up the end. Alright. That's I hate that last jump. Yeah, that sucks. Alright. Is that just like the nature of the beast? Yeah, at some point it's just like it's vibes. It doesn't help that you have to do that second frame perfect, so it's kind of hard to tell even. All right. Well, thank you very much for talking with me. I appreciate that. I hit it, so that makes me feel good. All right. Talk to you later, big man. Big Muck Muck, good friend of the stream. Shout out to Big Muck Muck, by the way. Great guy. Been very helpful throughout this journey of trying to grind for this shit. Like I said, I am very lucky. I understand that I am lucky in a lot of ways in terms of this grind, because it could be way harder. But I have kind of the help of an entire community, or at least a large part of the community. That was not the train. That was just my bad jump. So again, I'm very lucky in terms of the help that I have. So as much as I will complain, you know, I'm lucky. That second frame perfect is such a motherfucker, dude. Because there's no tell. It's just vibes on the second frame perfect. You just have to fucking hope. You know what the tell is? Death. That's how you know. Maybe, but... I guess the beginning is only the first part of the battle. The visual cue for the second second jump sucks. All right, I will take no this visual cue is ass. It's such a booty cheeks fucking. It's such a booty cheeks visual cue. It's really fucking crazy. And then to hit that jump, I feel like I don't even know if that was frame perfect or not. I feel like that was not frame perfect. That was frame perfect. Punk. I use the edge of my ball. Once the edge of the ball gets out of the spikes... No way. This level still sucks, by the way. This level still sucks. This level still is cheeks and ass, and it sucks. Nothing will change that, okay? Just because I hit it twice in a row doesn't mean anything, okay? That's a lie. That is a lie that the liberal media is telling you about this level. Sheep can hit it 2 times in a row. You can too. You can't. You cannot hit it 2 times in a row. Okay? Life is not sunshine and daisies and rainbows and flowers and shit. Because the worst part is that I cannot do like first frame XL. So in a real run, I got one fucking chance at this bullshit. And if I fuck it up, then I am gonna have to cry myself home. There's no backup. It is only suffering. You either get the frame perfect or you don't, goddammit. That means nothing. This current success means nothing. Damn, who knew that just talking to Muck Muck would actually be the secret to goddamn success? Alright, I'm done. I guess I could go for full runs, but I feel like I'm just gonna get cucked at 6 so hard. And even if I don't get cucked at 6, I'll get cucked at 7. If I don't get cucked at 7, I'll get cucked at 8. And if I don't get cucked at 8, I'll get cucked at 9, and so on and so forth. That's what this just feels like. That's what this entire run feels like. It feels like there's no fucking winning. At least I got better at that. The only thing for level 6 is I have gotten way better at the tab jumps. Like that, my tab jumps are like fucking beautiful now. So you know what? Maybe level 6 won't suck. After I just hit it like 3 times in a row. You know what? Maybe I'm overselling. Maybe I'm underselling myself. Let's go. We'll just do it. And we'll see how we feel afterwards. Yeah. I bitch and I moan so much and then I hit it 3 times in a row in the process of bitching and moaning. It is the goddamn paradox of this game. I cannot win. The secret is I should just complain more. The more I complain, the better I play. That is actually the real goated secret. They won't tell you that. Bam. 9 and 7 if you get there. I mean, we'll see. I'll play 7 by vibes. Because, like, there's a non-zero chance that I make it to 7 today. On a good run. I think I'll just play, like I said, I'll play it by ear. We'll see what happens. Level 7 feels like it's very close to being solved. You know what I'm saying? There's something like mentally that I'm cracking in my brain, and if I make it, if I get that crack, then I think I'm a winner. Everybody knows the real challenge is making it past fucking 3. I haven't even practiced 4 or 5 today. Well, not saying that 5 really especially... Not saying that 4 or 5 especially need practice, but, you know. Honestly, I've failed level 5 in runs more than I failed level 4, so... One second. You ever seen that? 1 second down on level 2. Maybe I need to practice level 2. Maybe that's the real secret. Or I just need to practice level 1. That's the real secret. I just gotta practice level 1. I hate level 3. But level 3 is just like frame perfect hell, so. Some levels are just frame perfect hell, unfortunately. And you can't win against that. You just gotta hit it. And if you don't hit it, then you can just suck it. Frame perfect hell is like level 3, level 6, and level 11. Those are like your frame perfect hell levels. Some of the other levels have frame perfects, but they're like not as hard, or they're not as like they're not as hard, or they're not the hardest part about the level. You know? Me not being able to hit level fucking... Me not being able to hit level 2? Live reaction? That's not good. But hey, fuck it, we ball. When's the last time I saw a green split, huh? I guess this is what happens when you don't play Red Ball for like a week. Maybe. Damn, that second frame perfect has kind of just been fucking me today pretty hard, and I honestly don't know why. Yeah, I've kind of figured, like, with the way my splits are set up, I save time towards the back half of the run. My splits are kind of bait. Like, my early splits are pretty tight for what I... Like, there's just a lot more wiggle room in the other levels to be, like, good. You know what I mean. Hey, knock knock. Could have reset faster, but such a minor critique. Missing level 5 on a sub 3 pace. Name a better combo. I don't even know if that's frame. I don't know. Run it back. This is Red Ball after all, not green. But that's true. It is Red Ball. Dim makes a very good point here. We ain't playing no fucking green ball. The red splits will continue until morale improves. I should actually just make all my bad splits green and all my good splits red, just to fuck with people, just to fuck with my own brain. The real secret. It's actually just a mental game. Pain. This game is pain. I start to realize why speedrunning is such a psychopath hobby. It stopped being fun, guys. I'll say it. This shit is getting less and less fun. Okay? The more I slam my head into this wall, the dumber I become. I'm stuck in fucking purgatory on the first 3 levels. And I know that I could spend an hour practicing level 3 and that shit will not change. I could spend a goddamn day practicing level 3. And that shit would not change. Level 3 will always be purgatory. Not pretty by any stretch of the imagination, but... That's such a... I pressed 0 instead of P, by the way. If you're wondering. Like, hey, sheep, why the fuck didn't that work? Well. Boy, oh boy, do I have an answer for you. Let's just see what level 6 gives me. That's annoying. That sucks. That's miserable. At least level 7 didn't give me anything of note. Just let me get past the first frame perfect, huh? I just want to see what I get on the boxes. Okay, nothing good. I should just keep resetting on levels I know I can reset on until I beat them, just for, like, I don't know, practice. Even if the run's not, like, gonna be anything. Probably just, like, it's just decent practice to, like, just to play them in, like, a more limited capacity. Because when I practice, you're just able to just grind the same level again and again and again. And so it kind of changes the... It changes the make and model of how you perceive the level, you know? The shit might not exactly make sense, but just get the general idea of it. A general idea of it. It's all about vibes. Half the battle is mental. It's something you must learn through hours and hours spent playing Bedroll. The game is mental. The ball on the screen, it's a lie, ladies and gentlemen. It's a lie that we tell ourselves. It's not a skill issue. Your fingers are more than capable of making all the correct button inputs at any given time. What's blocking you is how you perceive. That is why I lose. One thing that's nice about 3 is that you know exactly when you've lost. I will say. I have to give credit where credit is due. Level 3 gets more of a pat on the head than anything. Same thing with level 6, you know? It's very easy. Like, I guess level 6 to a lesser extent. Or maybe to a greater extent. Probably to a lesser extent. But level 3, you know exactly. Like, exactly. It's like, you fucked up now. And that's great. The instant feedback is nice. With level 6, you kind of have to wait a little bit. You have to wait until you hit the ramp. And then once you hit the ramp and like you don't get the boost, you're like, oh, I see. I guess it's just the nature of like having very separated frame perfects on level 3, where like I get the first frame perfect, I can guess and check, and then I can look at the second frame perfect, and then I can guess and check, you know? That's nice. Damn, I saved time. Has Jonathan Greensplit come to fucking bless us all, dude? The philosophical conversations that arise from Red Ball speedrunning are truly beautiful. The ramblings of a dying man. Maybe I should just do a full stream of runs at some point. I need to do more practice though. That's the problem. I'm not good enough at any like there are some levels that I'm like level 6 is kind of getting to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm kind of like getting to the point where even if I practice more, like the returns on practicing level 6 are kind of less, you know? There's still a lot of levels where I can get a lot of return by just practicing more. With level 6, that is starting to fade. I just understand level 6 so intimately at this point that it's like I could practice more, but at this point it's just like, oh, are you good at clicking the buttons good? Like it just comes down to like, did you click the buttons good? And then after that it's like, okay, everything else is pretty, you know, to the point. There's a lot less variance in level 6 compared to other levels. Let's go. I believe I was late. That read to me like late. That read to me as fucking perfect. Knock knock. Let's see what I get here. That's what I'll get. That's funny, dude. Hey. Like I said, easily resettable, so we just keep going, right? Those are the vibes. If it's easily resettable, you just keep going. Nope. I don't think that was frame. I don't think that was fast Excel. Well, you gotta choke them all at some point, I guess. Will I get out of level 6 on pace? I should make that a goddamn channel point bet. Will Sheepo3 make it out of 6 on pace today? I think if I do, I'll feel accomplished. It won't feel like a lot, but it'll feel like some tangible sense of progress. Because I feel like I've made tangible progress on like level 7, on level 8 to a certain extent, on level 11. There was feelings of like, okay, I'm starting to get there. Maybe. To remind everybody of how much I've failed. The best part about Red Ball is that I don't need to remind myself how much I failed. There's video evidence of every single one of my failings. I have not touched this game outside of a live streamed context. Every single moment of my fucking Red Ball gameplay experience has been live. door should have been the door. Here's the secret that I discovered about like future funk and a lot of like internet music in general. It's actually a very dirty secret. And it's something I don't like, and I try to not think about, is that most of those songs are just sampled from other songs and like basically just given a drum in the background. They're just samples of other better songs and giving like a faster tempo and drums in the background, and that's all they do. And they call it their own music, dude. There are so many like artists that are like, I'm a future funk musician. You're like, no, you're not a musician. You sample something, you increase the BPM, and then you add like a funky drum beat, and that's all you do. That's not fucking sampling. You're not sampling. That is stealing. Is what you're doing. You're stealing without crediting. And it sucks because I do prefer I prefer the remixes, which is what they are. You're not a musician, you're a remixer. And that's fine. But it feels like there's a reason why they only take the Japanese songs, and it's because the Japanese artist can't. It's a lot harder for a Japanese artist to copy strike you because, you know, you speak English, they speak Japanese. So it's actually a pretty that sect of music is actually kind of scummy because it's not built off of talent. It's built off of people being really good at stealing good shit. It's why I call it a dirty little secret, because for a long time I'm like, oh, this song's pretty cool. This artist is really talented. And it's like, no, they're not actually. They're really talented at finding other people's good work. And it's like, it's kind of like some of these songs that I'm like, I really like this song. And you listen like to the original and to that version, like listen to each other like back to back. It becomes so fucking crazy, like how much was like actually just straight stolen. So many of the little like technical elements, details that I'm like, oh, they surely must have added this part, this little detail that makes it a little bit jazzier. No, that was just in the original track. It's really crazy. It's very disappointing. But unfortunately, I like the remix version a bit more, and so I have to put up with it because I just like the remix of it more than the original song. It's a tragedy, dude. The struggles of liking unethical things, you know? Like, every time I listen to Kanye West, I'm like, damn. Fuck. He makes good music, though. I really like chocolate. I know that most chocolate is derived from the slavery of children. But I eat chocolate anyway. Ethically sourced chocolate doesn't exist. Just like, I guess, ethically sourced clothing doesn't really exist. The problem with modern society... Oh, man. I was like, whenever you get into the topic of child slavery, you just come... I think a rational person, or at least me as a rational person, I always come to the conclusion that capitalism is, A, really, really bad, and also really, really good. And the problem with capitalism is that you cannot separate the good and the bad. They both must exist for capitalism to function, right? Like, it is really cool that we get all this cool stuff. That we get stuff like Amazon to deliver us packages every day, on the day. The fact that we get stuff like fucking Walmart superstores. The fact we get all this stuff that makes living easy. Unfortunately, the byproduct of that is that you have to let greedy billionaires take up so much money and take it out on innocent workers that get underpaid and undervalued. And that's just the fucking byproduct. Like, the consumer will... The consumer wins, but the worker suffers. You can't, it feels like it's impossible in capitalism to have a system where both the consumer and the worker are both equally, you know, aren't screwed, because that would require the capitalist to get screwed, or at least to take less of a profit. And if there is no profit motive, then there's no innovation. That's the biggest problem. The profit motive is the greatest thing ever invented and the worst thing ever invented, because without profit motive, there's no innovation. I'm gonna ban that guy. So yeah. And that is unfortunate. So Expo is better than everything else. It's just hard to consider a system that is not inherently involved. It's not even capitalism within itself. How many runs have there been? Fucking millions. I mean, I had one run that made it to level 5 on pace, but then I fucked up level 5, so that was my best run today. Losing on level 5. I made it past level 6 after I beat level 5, though, so that felt kind of bad. Then I fucked up on level 7, so it felt a little bit less bad, but my goal is if I can get a run that gets out of level 6 on pace, I think I'm going to consider today a success. You know? And by on pace, I mean like no major fuck-ups. Like if I'm only a second off, then I'll consider that a success. You know? That's my definition of success. Today, at least. Because after level 6, I feel like the waters become too murky. The thing that sucks about this run, Thog, is that just how many things have to go right. I guess that's just... Damn, this is like baby fucking discovers speedrunning. Speedrunning is so miserable, dude. This shit is no fun. How do you guys like this shit? How do you guys get into this hobby, dude? It's just nothing fun about it. It's actually just pain over and over and over again. Such a fucked up hobby, dude. Like, you're not playing video games. Like, aren't video games supposed to be there for fun and enjoyment? You're there because you want to have fun, dude. Like a core tenet. There's just no fun. Being in fucking level 3 purgatory? No way. What a cringe fucking jump to miss. And I can't even get the fucking death warp? It's so pathetic. Yeah, this is not on pace, by the way. This does not count. Let's see if I get level 6, though. No. You are struggling with this, you don't want to run. Well, no, of course not, dude. It's just that you're more antiquated with it, you know? You understand the fucking pain. You've been there. You're watching babies first fucking suffering. When you find out that the world is... When you find out that life is hard... This is what you're watching. Just like, I find out that life is actually hard. Please. Thank you. Oh, just goddamn punch me in the gullet, dude. Let's just see what level 7 gives me, just for the shits and gigs. Yeah. Only pain. Only pain. Damn, I was so close to getting out of level 6 on pace, dude. That was like that was the best run I had so far today. Ugh. And I was so close to hitting it too, and I fucked it. I think it's just my frame perfects were off. That was just a frame perfects issue. I think that my initial jump was bad. I could be totally debating myself here, but and it doesn't really matter. With level 6, it's kind of just like a hit it or don't hit it type of moment. Win or don't win. No, it's not even that. I feel because like that feels kind of like a bait because I feel like I have done improvement today. There have been tangible moments where I'm like, I have been better. I've gotten better at this, right? It's just more like it's so hard to see that success in runs because of fucking because you never get to that point. I want to show off my improvement, but how do you show off improvement in a game like this? You just hit it once and you win, right? It's kind of hard to show off improvement in speedrunning. Like, oh, I can hit it 80 times in a row. Well, the speedrun isn't about hitting it 80 times in a row. The speedrunning is hitting it once. All you got to do is hit it once. All you're doing in practice is increasing your odds of hitting it, right? That's all you're doing. Which is why I think I will find a new arc after Red Ball speedrunning. I think either I have to take a break from Red Ball or I have to find something new about this because I don't know if the speedrunning aspect of this game is for me. I think taking a deeper look at like the level building aspect could be fun. Like taking a look at like the fucking level builder, that could be really fun. The arc I really want to do is the fucking Minecraft hockey arc, but the problem with Minecraft hockey is that it's actually kind of a shitty arc because the only thing that's fun about it is playing in scrims. And scrims are really hard to get. Especially for me right now to find people who are willing to scrim. Because I'm kind of dog water right now. I did manage to practice with, shout out to Charles for playing with me. So he kind of gave me the basics of what goal looks like in Minecraft hockey. So at least I have that, you know. I have a basis to kind of like play off of just what it feels like, and now I can just like if I can just find a fucking scrim. Half a minute behind. Does anybody really play the glitchless categories in Red Ball though? Like really? It feels like such a fake category. You know what I'm saying? Glitchless, like what do you mean glitchless Red Ball? That just feels like a fake category. That doesn't feel real to me. The point of Red Ball is the glitch. That's that's the fun, right? Like is Red Ball 1 fun without spike glitch? Is it really? Oh, let's hit that shit. Incredi's in chat, and I hit that shit. Incredi, this is for you! This run is for Incredi. Okay. Incredi's still doing me good. Okay, Incredi, you're still on pace. Okay, Incredi. Oh, Incredi. No! Incredi, I'm sorry. It doesn't matter. It's still on time. Oh, Incredi. Ah! Best pace, best pace. We take that. I'll take it slow. I'll take it slow. Just you know, just to see how far we can go. Just to see how far we can go. Hey, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Incredi, you might be the fucking man, brother. You might be the man, brother. You might be the man, brother. Oh shit. Nah. Damn! Ooh, that makes you feel alive. Damn. Okay, never mind. All the bullshit was wiped away. Woo! That was good pace. That absolutely could have. That was absolutely sub 3 pace if I clutched up in the last few levels. Absolutely would have been sub 3 pace. I was only 1 second down going into level 7. That's so comebackable. Only 1 second down going in. That's so comebackable. Okay. Whew. I feel... Okay, alright. Everybody who's in chat who's been lurking, you can go back to lurking now, okay? It's gonna be a fucking couple of runs before we get anywhere near that, okay? So everybody can go back to lurking now. It's gonna be another fucking, like, mindless yap sesh for the next fucking 20 minutes, okay? I was ahead? Was I ahead? Because I saw the gold split. I'm like, does that mean good things? It's, yeah, when I hit level 7, I'm like, well, no, it's because, like, it was funny. Because the thing is, like, I said, like, this run is for Incredi, right? And that was a joke. It was a joke. Because of, like, I was just memeing, just putting it on, like the joke was gonna be, like, if I lost the run, I could just blame Incredi, and it'd be very funny. And everybody would laugh. But the problem is then I started hitting shit. I'm like, oh, shit. And then I go into level 7, and I'm like, there's just no way. And then I hit the frame perfect. I'm like, oh, okay. And then I hit the blocks, and then I hit the fucking ending part, and then I go into level 8, and I'm on pace, and I fuck up level 8, because level 8 still needs work, but everything past that was just like, and then even that, just like I slowed down on level 7, like, you saw that. I left press super hard to hit the moving platform, and I still was ahead, and I'm like, okay, I can be ahead while hitting that, and, like, that to me is, like, that to me means something, you know? It means that I can be a little bit more forgiving to myself on level 7. I don't have to be perfect. And I feel like the problem with level 7 is I don't know how to not be... I cannot be perfect. And it makes level 7 that much easier and that much more consistent. I can be... Like I was a second down, and I was still ahead after level 7, right? So that means that level 7 actually has way more wiggle room than I thought I had. You don't need a cycle skip. I know, but I'm gonna go for it because I'm a fucking G. Same reason why I'm going for fucking plunger hit instead of YOLO balls on 9. Because I'm a fucking G. Because at some point, you gotta let your 2 red balls hang. And if you're not gonna let it hang at any point, then what even is a sub 3 at that point? An auraless sub 3, dude? Oh, I didn't let go of my W. Dude, I lost the plot so fast. All right, we're back to it. We're back to fucking level 3 purgatory. Bro, you know what's fucked up actually is that I'm to apply. So I'm applying to a lot of state jobs, as you know. And the problem with the state job is that they all require you to write these things called statement of qualifications. And it's like, it's a really good way to filter out applicants because it's literally just like, write about a thing you have to do for this job. Write about your experience, right? And it's a really good way of filtering out people because like, there's either a ton of people that just don't write them, ton of people that do them incorrectly, and then there's a ton of people that just suck at writing. And so it's a really easy way to filter out like applicants. The problem though is the process of writing them is so fucking tedious. And sometimes these fucking people ask the stupidest questions. I have to answer the question, what does customer service mean to you? What does customer service mean to me? What? What kind of stupid fucking question is that? What do you mean, what does it mean to me? It means a paycheck. It means something I have to do. What a stupid, nonsensical question. What does it mean to you? What? Like, bro, this is not my hobby. Customer service is not my, like, you are talking about customer service like it's like a fucking, like, it's the greatest part of my day. No. I guarantee there's not a single person in this earth, the most friendly, nicest, kindest individual who loves people, the most personable human ever created, will never say that customer service was the best part of their day. Okay? Nobody will ever say that. And it's really crazy that we sit here in society and we tell people that I have to act like customer service is somehow this great, amazing thing. It's clearly not. And then also I have to give 2 examples of when I've helped an organization write procedure, and I'm just going to have to lie. I'm going to have to do a classic thing called lying, because there's no good example of that. I'm going to have to lie and stretch the truth. It's not really a lie. If you're lying, but there's like some factual basis behind it, I'm just stretching the truth a little bit. It's not really a lie. I'm just making it look really good. I'm buttering up the truth on a plate. And the plate may be paper, and the butter may be fake. Not really butter, it's like margarine or something, but it's something. The toast may be like multi-grain, as opposed to straight white bread, which just tastes better. Unfortunately. The facts with all healthy food is that they just taste worse. There's no point, there's no way to escape it. All these fitness influencers that are telling you this tastes just good, like this sweet, this protein heavy fucking pudding tastes just as good as the real stuff. It's not. It does not. It does not. They are lying to you. They are lying to you with the power of science. It's a lie. And it sucks because you will get sucked in and you'll try out a recipe and you'll realize that it fucking sucked. I tried out a recipe. I saw a recipe for chocolate pudding that was Greek yogurt, cocoa powder, and honey. And I said, well, that sounds like a great idea. What a brilliant idea that is. It's like chocolate. And you can sweeten it with just a little bit of honey. You don't need that much sweetener. What a stupid fucking idea that was, dude. I took one bite and I'm like, wow, this is awful. Dude, it was crazy. It's like one bite and I just had to dump the rest of it out because I'm like, dude, this is dog shit. It's so bitter and like it's just bitter. That's the problem with cocoa powder. That's actually the real bit with cocoa powder. You have to, if you want to make cocoa powder taste good, you either have to throw a bunch of sweetener in it or you just have to cook it. Baking it will do so much for you. Raw cocoa powder, never, like if any recipe says do raw cocoa powder, they're lying to you. That's actually the first thing that I could tell any aspiring healthy chef who wants to make their meals taste not like shit. Is that anything that says raw cocoa powder is a bait and you need to avoid it at all costs because it will taste like shit. Unless you love bitter things. And I guess if you like bitter things, then I don't know. Go crazy, I guess, but you will not win. Just vibes. What else did I want to talk about? I feel like oh yeah, there was I saw, did Oh no, I didn't. Did I tell you guys about this? I don't think I did. I'm trying to remember if I told you guys about this. Oh no, no, I didn't. Yeah, there was a, I was on the train, home. I was directly on the train, and the thing about the train home is that train is always packed to the fucking gills. And there's 2 seats per row, and you never want to get a seat with somebody else. Because they're always taking the good seat, which is the window seat, because it has the charger. And so for me, I'm like, I don't want to sit next to anybody. And so I went to the dining car and I sat down on one of the fucking tables. And I'm like, I know the conductor's going to kick me out eventually, but at least I can just hold here for a little bit and hope that somebody leaves their seat, gets off earlier. And I'm sitting down at this table, and I sit down at this table, and this fucking girl is sitting not across from me, like directly across the table, but one table over. She was sitting, and we were facing each other, but like one table over. And I'm looking at this girl, and I'm like, holy shit, you're fucking beautiful. and not beautiful in like a disrespectful way. It's just like her, like she had really nice clothing and her hair was done up really nice and she had great makeup on, and I'm like, why are you so fucking dolled up for a fucking train? You're so beautiful, and for what? Now, of course, you're asking, Sheep, did you approach? Of course the fuck I didn't. You think I want to? Because, like, the problem with approaching someone is that I would have nowhere to retreat to. Okay? I couldn't just go back to, like, my old seat. Like, I'd go up there, hey, you want to fucking talk? I awkwardly say hi, and she's like... And then I kind of get the vibes, because I can catch vibes like that, and I just go sit down, and like, what, we're facing each other now? Now it's weird, now it's awkward? Like, of course I'm not going to do that. There's nowhere to retreat. So, I didn't make a move, and then another girl sat right across from her, and I'm like, okay, she is the barrier. Like, we were just kind of like awkwardly like avoiding eye contact for like 20 minutes, and then some other girl sat down there, and I'm like, ah, yes, the wall has been summoned to block the man. But again, she was like strangely beautiful. Which is the definition I'll give her. Kind of like you don't need to be that hot. Or it's not even hot. You don't need to be that beautiful for this particular circumstance. Well, this isn't on pace, but just for the shits and gigs. Yeah. So there you go. That's the story of the train girl. Being... Maybe the problem... I don't think it's bad that I notice beautiful women. That's not a bad trait to have. I feel like that's just a normal thing. The difference is that I'm brave enough to fucking talk about it openly, alright? I'll go out and say, like, I met this very beautiful woman today. Okay? I've always maintained that I'm not the weird one. I'm just the only one brave enough to say it. So if I'm being real, I'm just the realest one. That's what I tell myself, at least, to keep myself from going insane. Because if I didn't tell myself that, then I would be a fucking weirdo. Awkwardly staring at beautiful women without approaching. It's because I don't have charisma, and I'm scared I won't have charisma. I'm scared of I'm not even scared of rejection. It's just like, how the fuck do you go up and start a conversation with a random stranger? I have no reason to. There's no purpose for this conversation other than to just be bored. I just keep remembering, dude. I remember a situation in fucking college, dude. I think honestly, this is now that I think about it, this actually might be another fucking what's the word for it? Defining moment in the Sheepo 3 fucking lifespan. It was COVID era college. And now COVID era college was bad because whenever you went to the dining hall, it was a one person per table rule. Only one person per fucking table. And that was because of, social distancing. And so I'm there. Or it's like, it wasn't one person per table. It was like It was like, I don't know. It was like just, man, I don't exactly know what the rules are because I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to make this story make sense because I know this happened, but I don't remember the exact rules. It was, I guess it was like, it was COVID era college, but it was like kind of like lax on restrictions. So I just kind of went to the dining hall and I ate there. And the dining hall was small back then. It was a lot smaller than it used to be because they did a big remake on the dining hall like halfway through my college year. Or halfway through my college tenure, like year 2, they did a big remodel, which was goated and based. But back when we had the small dining hall, and I'm sitting at this table, and I'm by myself, because I fucking go by myself, because it was COVID-era college, and I had no friends. And I'm sitting there eating my food, and this guy comes up to me. This random fucking guy, and he sits down. He's like, oh, is this table taken? And I'm like, no, you can sit down. I didn't want him to sit down. But, you know, you have to be polite, right? You can't, like, if somebody says, is this seat taken? The answer is no. But do you want him there? Of course the fuck you don't. I'd rather just sit there and look at my phone. But, okay, I have to deal with this guy. All right? So I'm sitting there dealing, like, just this guy. And he starts trying to make conversation with me. He's like, hey, I'm Dylan. What's your name? And I don't know if I was, like, bad. I think I might have been the bad guy here. Because now I think about it, like, this guy came up to me and tried to make a good faith attempt, and I just fucking shut him down. I was just like, I tried to make it very clear I was not interested, but the guy just kept fucking going, dude. All dinner fucking long. I have to listen to this guy fucking try to talk to me when I've tried to make it so clear, dude, I don't want to fucking talk to you, dude. And that is the fear that I have in my heart, that I will be that guy. Whenever I talk to somebody, I will be him. And I do not want to be him. Because him, the fact that I even remember that, the fact that I remember that interaction is the reason I don't want to be him. Because I will be trapped in that fucking person's memory as him. For all fucking time, that guy. And that is something I can't take that. I cannot have that. I do not want that. Which is that is the fear. It's not the fear of getting rejected. I think the fear of getting rejected is a bait. For the reason why people don't go up and talk to people. That is a bait. That's a lie that we tell ourselves. We don't actually fear getting rejected. Getting rejected is actually very easy. It's the fear of not being able to read a social cue properly and fucking up a person's day, because rejection doesn't fuck up anybody's day unless you're like a miserable pussy. At that point, then what the fuck is the point, right? But being fucking annoying does. And it's the fear of being annoying more than anything, right? Maybe what I'm all just saying is a cope. And it is all a lie that I tell myself. But I think I'm onto something here. At least I'm on the path towards enlightenment. Level 3 is on the path to being solved as a level. I'm going to fail it the next 5 times I reach there, though, so don't. I'd call this still on pace, somewhat. Yeah, no dice. What a Phantom Force April Fool's update. I have not touched Phantom Forces in like 2 months, dude. I actually have no idea what the hell's going on in that game anymore. Have they added the touching kids skin? Or something? I don't know. I'm trying to make a joke. Let me look at the Grinch posting channel. Somebody just posted a picture of Kendrick Lamar and said, "This is me." That's really funny. I can't wait for everything to go back to normal. Dude, everybody does the most dog shit fucking April Fools on Discords. All these people that run Discords and do April Fools on them suck. I hate them all. They must be punished. Thog N is fucking speedrunning right now? Should we take a look at the Thog N stream, dude? What's happening on the Thog N stream, my guy? What is this? What is this game? I gotta pull this up. What is this game? What am I looking at, dude? What the fuck is this? Freedom Planet near a true ending? Dude.
Take back everything I said about,
Thog N, what are you...
I forgot the split for that. 'Cause I forgot it doesn't auto-split.
What are you doing, Thog N? What is this?
I think those last two were honestly not horrible for someone who doesn't know how to play this character. Fucking die, dude. How did I miss both? God. Stupid dog needs to die, dude.
This is baffling. When is Pokemon
Dude,
Close
why is my
Combat?
Battlesphere actually
That's a
not
fighting
bad?
game? This is...
Like,
I'm
these
in
are low-key times I wouldn't be pissed about getting during, like, a...
15...
Lilac
Wait,
run.
no, that's 15 minutes. I thought it was 15 hours. Bro, I'm like, there's
Like, a
no way
character
there's
I
a
actually
15
play
hours
a
run.
lot.
Come on, bro. You missed it. Come on, you gotta be better, bro. Hit it. Hit that shit. Whatever that shit is, hit it. Yeah, there it is. That's what I want to see. Nice. Nice. Good speed. Look at that. He's so smooth. You gotta speed run. You gotta run.
Here goes Claw's challenge to
No, you fucked it, Thog N.
back to reality.
No, I haven't. What's the new Pokemon game? Oh no, I think I've seen the TikToks you're referring to. Like the edits? Dude, that was like popular in 2004, bro. Yeah. What? Pokemon Close Combat? Bro, this shit, yeah, dude, I saw those edits like a year ago. What are you talking about? That's crazy. I saw those videos so long ago, bro. Edits? Yeah, TikTok edits. That's how I found out about the game. People just make TikTok edits of their fucking clips, bro. That's hilarious. If you're speedrunning a game like that, I think Thogan is actually a certified psycho. There's just no way. Like, respectfully to Thogan, that is not a normal person game. Normal people don't play games like that. I'm sorry, Thog. That can't be fucking normal. That game was fucking... I've never seen a game like that. What the fuck did I just witness, bro? That is so fucking niche. Or maybe the problem with niche stuff is that you think it's niche, but you're actually stuck in your own little niche community. So maybe it's actually not niche. I've had that realization a couple times where like the community for a game that I thought was like super tiny niche is actually super massive. It's a crazy experience to have. Forgot to press my respawn button. One frame off. Which communities? I'm trying to think. There's games that you think are niche, but you actually don't. I guess it's just a lot of anime fighters.
just like a lot of like something like Guilty Gear. when I heard of Guilty Gear, I'm like, this shit is like not like popular. It's not a big deal. It's like a niche game. It was not a niche game. Guilty Gear is pretty big. I didn't even realize it, dude.
It was never niche. Well, no, like I said, the thing is like you are stuck in your own niche community, and so you when I call another game niche, I'm just looking at it from my own perception of popular culture, and my perception of popular culture is not right or wrong. It simply is, right? That's what I'm trying to get at with this, is that there are sometimes games that you look at initially and you're like, that's probably a niche game with a small audience. And then you actually come back and you realize like, oh shit, this actually has a pretty wide market appeal. There's a lot of things that are like that. That's the first experience of every child who grew up in a liberal state, actually. When they discover Fox News, that's the experience of every liberal child that grows up in, like, California or, like, fucking New York. They discover Fox News, like, these people are so stupid. Why would anybody watch this shit? And then you fucking realize that there is a whole center of the country that you have never seen or visited or touched or spoken to. And those people watch that shit. You're just not there. It's like finding out your favorite WWE superstar is actually a giant MAGA head. Which so many are. There are so many, like, massive WWE personalities that are just, like, super MAGA. And I'm like, that's crazy, dude. I thought you were cool, dude. And you will see, like, it's so funny to see, like, sometimes you'll see just, like trans people or, like, gay people, like, standing this wrestler, like, oh, I stan you. And then it's just, like, that person just fucking loves Donald Trump, and I'm like, that's so funny. Because at least for me, like, I feel like I can at least have a little bit of compatibility, because I get to be, like, again, I get to have the pleasure of being a white man, and I don't have, none of this shit really affects me that much, because I have this barrier of protection. But the unfortunate thing for, like, people in marginalized communities is that they kind of don't really have that barrier of protection, right? If somebody says they're gonna fuck with your rights, then not, like, that shit actually means something to you, right? My rights are kind of inherently protected just by me existing as who I am, right? The characteristics that make me me protect me from a lot of shit. Just the nature of the world, and people who don't have those kind of, like, historical protections, like, they have to be a little bit more careful. I'm not saying you can't stand somebody who is a little bit MAGA. I think that's fine. Dream was probably a little bit MAGA. And people still loved him, but it just sucks a little bit, you know? I think it sucks a lot more, especially for people like that. For me, it's more like a suck and then move on with my life. But I also feel like, I don't know, maybe it's just that I don't stand stuff as hard. I think that the LGBTQ community is full of like, those people stand stuff so fucking hard, dude. I don't understand it. Maybe there's just an experience with, like, that community and women. But I feel like those people, like, love things. They get, like, super into stuff. Like, really, really into stuff, and I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense to me, right? Like, how can you be that into something? I've never been that into something where I'm, like, out here, like, making fucking edits of shit, or, like, you know, hanging up pictures or putting on their merch. I've never worn a YouTuber's merch, no matter how much I've liked him. Video editing, well, I gained that interest through myself, though, right? That's the difference. It's not that I gained that through somebody else. It's not like I want to make an edit of this person. I'm gonna learn how to fucking edit. I learned how to edit so I can make videos for myself. It came from a very selfish place. I wanted to make videos of me so I could get famous and make $1 billion and never have to work again. That's why I learned how to video edit. And then it kind of just became a passion after I learned how to do it. I hated video editing for a very long time. For like a good 8 months of my life, I fucking hated video editing, and I learned how to love it. I kept doing it because that's what it was, bro. And so the only way to get it done. Back when I cared about being famous. Back when I cared about this shit. Now look at me. Now look at me. I'm stuck in fucking 3-level purgatory. And I have for the last fucking hour. This shit is not content. Yeah, it was shit. But that's the nature of the business, Miras. It's why I don't take down those videos. No matter how embarrassed of them I am. Because I am embarrassed of them. Because they were shit. But I don't take them down. Because there's a direct line of progress, a progression you can see. I look at my old stuff and I'm like, damn, I was ass back then. I was not funny at all. Bro, I watched an old fucking highlight of me and I'm like, oh my god, you people watch this shit? This fucking sucks. I was not funny at all. How did you watch this? I did look a lot better though. I will say that. I did look way better back in the day. But I'm not funny at all. I'm way more base than I was back then. And I saw a fucking highlight and I saw some chat messages from like MJ, and bro, MJ typed all cap. I saw an all caps message from MJ saying poggers, and I had to do a double take. I had to fucking do a double take. I'm like, I got a full caps unironic poggers in chat from fucking MJTD. He was laughing at my shitty jokes, dude. I'm like, this is fucking crazy, dude. Like, we have all become so cynical, Miras. Me, you, all the old heads. You've all become such cynical fucking people. If you watch me for this long, because it really is like you, MJ, J-Dog, maybe. Like, those are like the old heads, and we have all... I realize that there's been growth in humans. 5 fucking years of this shit, Miras. Or it's gonna be 5 years very soon. 5 years of this shit. Yeah, dude, MJ's become nonchalant. He took the thing seriously, bro. MJ is nonchalant. He doesn't care about anything anymore. Unless it's like random anime. He's become nonchalant. It sucks, dude. I hate it. I don't like nonchalant MJ. I don't like nonchalant MJ. I want chalant MJ. I want him to show joy. He used to show joy. There used to be joy in his chat messages. Now it is sad. It's a wasteland. This chat does things to people. This stream. The passage of time. Can I hit it? Thanks. No. I'm more hateful because of this stream? Do you think I directly caused that, Miras? Do you think I have a fucking role in that? Or do you think that you kind of became like is my behavior responsible? Have I influenced you in bad ways, Miras? That's what I'm asking. Have I influenced you badly? I guess is the question I'm asking. I think I have. I wonder if you hated me. I wonder if you became more hateful because you realized how cringe I was, and then you became more hateful because of that. Like, not because of me, but in spite of me, or because of me. I don't know. It's a weird question. That's a question you have to answer for yourself. I think I can't arbitrate that to you. Damn, speedrunning REDBALL brings out a fucking deep side of me, bro. You just speak. When I'm speedrunning, I speak. Or maybe I just had a lot to talk about today, so I just spoke regardless. I don't know. Spedball read running. Speedball red running. Spedball, dude. Alright, gamers. It's been real, it's been fun, it's been real fun, but I've got to get out of here. I will be back on Thursday, and I will lose my mind even closer. I will bring my mind even closer to the dark pits of whatever my mind will fall into when I get there. But hey, we made progress today, and that's a good thing. So if we keep on making incremental progress, we might get a sub 3 in like the next month, I'd say. That's the best estimate I can give you. Either way, it's a real fun. I already did that. What the fuck? I'm losing my mind. Okay, bye. Peace.